Hello there, and welcome back to episode 13 of Deep Guard. So, what will it be today? Well, previous episode we have had our first invasion, and that led to quite some injuries in our fortress. Our soldiers, even a legendary fighter among them, Stakhood, got really battered up, and I don't even know if she's going to survive. The gist of it is, as you see, all the green splatters and splitters are all over the board are a sign of cavern adaptation. Long story short, Deepguard needs a proper outside fortress where my people can fight invaders in. Because obviously the outside world does make them puke, quite heavily so what can we do except for defending us better. So the basic idea is very simple. I want to create a nice battle arena that where the enemy will funnel into, so I can just station my soldiers casually in there and avoid my dudes streaming outwards into the sunlight, which makes them rich. So, what can go possibly wrong? Also, the caravan has arrived, so that is also a piece of very good news. Alongside these notes, I want to gear out the red torches finally with more people, but one thing at a time. The problem about this is that the red torches are not at a spot where they can safely accommodate recruits. They're currently guarding this place, and there's always something screaming through the doors, and I would hate to have my recruits being shred to pieces by a troll that just happened to stroll into our fortress because they wanted to. So, therefore, one thing at a time. The blockaded courtesies are currently training downstairs, and I see them as the best choice for an intermediate solution, simply because they will have the punching power to stay right here, and then the red torches can go downstairs to the safe room where the blockaded courtesies are currently training. Yeah, my military is growing complicated, doesn't it? So, and we're not even remotely done. We are just starting out here. I will have at least one more squad of 10, preferably 2. We'll see about that. All right. So let's get back upstairs and see what the elephant brought us. We're going to transport finest gemstone, obviously, over there. Let's see. Oh yeah, 30,000 dwarf bucks each bin. Oh boy. That's quite a lot of value. So I really hope that we're going to manage to be a barony soon, but obviously not this year. I think in the diplomacy it would have already shown up. I think. I'm not sure though. We'll see about that. First, though, let's pay our respects. Also, due to the fact that these guys have elephants, look at the massive wealth of bars they brought. Hell yeah. This is one premium delivery. I love it. Alright, so let's get some exotic meats on top of that, and let's see what we're going to export. Definitely none of the diamonds. These would be, if anything, gifts. So let's pay our tab first, of course generously, because we're trading with friends here after all. So when will that... We gotta wait until the trader profit is in the green value. This is a very costly delivery, but I don't mind. So there we go. With an advantage to the salespeople. And obviously a big and generous gift of gemstone for the mountain home. Again, I hope that this will elevate my culture faster. I still really don't know how it really works in terms of game things. If you know, let me know. I'd be very inclined to know. Anyways, 8,000 dwarf bucks worth of gemstone flying down the table. It's quite a lot of gemstone. but I think this is just the way to go. In the future, probably we're going to trade steel bars, as steel bars are stupidly valuable. You thought iron flooring was valuable, huh? Wait until we do steel floored things. So another thing that I figured is I want to have another growth chamber. I don't have quarry bush seeds. Something is very fishy about these quarry bushes. We should be swimming in these by now. So what's going wrong? Do we process stuff into bags? Doesn't seem like we do. That explains everything. So now here, process plant to bag. I got that. Ah well, it's another day's mystery. Speaking about mysteries, well, it's not really a mystery, but my well has filled up completely by now, or almost completely. Love that. So the doctors can now get themselves fresh water for wounded, which makes a lot of a difference. So while we're at it, mind you that we don't have any soap. But I just like that. So let's make a cairn, and I think the screw press we can already set up with what we got. But we need to manufacture the cairn first. A skinless alligator. Where does it come? So we're we got first place seats in the Battle of the Century. I think these creatures should go at each other any second. All right. So we're being attacked by a titan this second. This is not good. Especially since traders are present. So it really sucks that we have to delay or pleasure here. So that thing is a Zoropod, but it does not seem to have anything horrible on itself. It emanates an aura of giving and kindness. What the hell is this creature? So we're going to put an emergency up. I don't know how many of our kind will survive today, but we'll let that creature come and annihilate it here at our doorsteps. So I think we totally destroyed the creature. So let's see. Alagitu's corpse is lying in the water. The huge skinless alligator came and died here in Deepguard. So that creature is still threatening the fortress the moment we would set foot into the tier 2 depths. Alright, the good point is we just smashed that titan. I mean, he had a aura of kindness and giving, and maybe he wasn't made for the task, but whatever, we took it down. So good job on you, my friends. I'm very relieved that we were able to secure the safety of the fortress's people, and we're going to butcher that thing. Hell yeah, I love it when that works. But yeah, it's been a Zoropod, so it has meat. Let's see what we're going to get out of that. I think this will be one of the cases where we get some of the elusive Forgotten Beast leather. A very, very rare resource, because not many Forgotten Beasts, well, that's wrong. Not all of them can be slaughtered, because if they're made out of stone or other materials, it's not possible, you see. But, yeah. We got some legendary fat on the table. I love that. So, back to topic. We probably have all minecarts down there. I want to wait with that. I don't want to accidentally flood anybody of my friends in hot, scalding magma. So, well, good stuff. So far, we secured the fort from a very, very unpleasant fate. So where was I before I got so rudely interrupted? Yeah, I was just about setting up the outside world thing, and we're going to build one ginormous farm plot for more of the pigtail. Okay, so off to the surface we go. I want to build this obviously out of claystone because this seems to be the material that we choose. So let's see. I figured that it might be quite nice to use the local topography a little bit when we're building this. So you'll see what I'm talking about once I'm done with the blueprint. So let's see. I'm going to go that way. Always love to try to give things a little bit of a shape of sorts. So we're going to 3, 6, and 8 into that direction. So let's keep the measurements the same. A Crundle and a Reacher are getting at each other. Nothing we need to worry about. And we're going to go and seal it off with dolomite walls. Why not? So, our enemies are allowed to come from the southern direction. And probably from the northern as well. The big issue at hand is just simply that I want to have enough room for the enemy to pour into my direction so that my soldiers are not going to get lured too deeply into the sunlight after all. That's just the whole idea behind my endeavors here. So some trees got to die. It's not as if I would enjoy that, but it's also not that I feel too guilty about it. Yes. Well. So our poor fellas all are suffering from that ghastly cave adaptation, which makes them rich in the face of sunlight. It's fun that I have had a completely different experience in my previous world, where I played dwarves that had not the least little bit of a problem in the sunlight. It's wonderful how to see how diverse this game can get when it comes down to game parameters. Civilizations are wildly different, and, well, it shows, obviously. Okay. That's quite a lot of commotion outside there. I didn't mean to build a real fortress, but they forced me to. They keep attacking me. It wasn't my idea. Stupid goblins. Seriously. What were they thinking? They forced me to do this. My dudes don't even like it up here. Alright, so I just made up my mind. We're going to funnel the enemy from the west and from the east. It's going to be the borders where we're piping stuff into our battle zone. The battle zone obviously will be covered by a lid, a roof, so they don't have to go puking all day long. So that's just the basic idea. Let's make a bit of a shape here. I went 5 this way. And 4 downstairs. Oh, that's one too many. Alright. Choosing the dolomite walls on a whim, because I feel like it could be fun to have the inner wall a little bit different than the outer wall, color-wise. Also, it doesn't stretch my my whole stone economy so thin anymore. There we go. Of course, we will have to put a roof on top of all this, which will be also a tremendous effort of resource. But, well, the longer you play Dwarf Fortress, the more you get used to these kind of things, obviously. But I should leave one door to access the trash bin area. Alright. So there's already much less puke all over the place. So probably my dudes are already adapting quickly. But I don't care anymore. They're going to get a proper fortress. The goblins made me do it. The goblins made me do it. So... let's see. Maybe like this? Oh, come on, you trees. Now we're going to go like this. And another artifact is in the making. This place is teeming with artifacts. I like that. Yeah, so I give those trees a moment to reign over this place. Right now. So. Ugh, even more trees. Jeez. Somebody please get rid of these. Oh boy, I accidentally rhymed here. Didn't even mean to. So, obviously, we don't have enough woodcutters. Obviously, we need more people on the battle axes. Oh, more people arriving. So, it really is about time to consider expanding the city again. Ugh, there's just so many things to do. Can't do them all at once. So, turns out the outside box does need to wait for a second longer, obviously. We have a lot of other things at hand. So, city expansion, eh? Let's see. Down here, we are already at a pretty good spot. I don't think I want to add into this place that much more besides this one wing. Here we can nudge in a couple of nice apartments. There we go. We need space for our people, so we're using every nook and cranny. So, whatever. We can make it a little bit more luxurious here. Like I keep saying, I like rooms that are irregular. You have so much room at hand in Dwarf Fortress. It is really not a wise choice to be stingy with the size of the rooms. Or make things too regular. You can, of course, if it makes you happy. The most important thing always is that the city makes you happy at the end of the day. So obviously, our clay or plagued claystone reserves need to be exhausted here a little bit more, but it is what it is. And we're gonna look at that artifact in a second. We are going to continue the stuff here. There we go. So, a bone mace. A brush titan bone mace, boys. Lovely. So we transformed that creature into a weapon. Take that. He had an aura of giving and kindness. I think this is all. This thing came here to die, to become part of our. Yes. So it will go down in the history of the Banner of Shadow. They'll basically see it that this thing wanted to be processed into an artifact, to put it into modern terms. Of course, that's nonsense. and we just murdered an innocent creature that was roaming here trying to eat our entire fortress and murder everybody in our fortress. Well, the vicious cycle of life. Good. So, who's petitioning? The Rangers want a Greatgin Guild Hall. Yeah, why not? I mean, this is for sure one of the easiest things to achieve. This one, is it? Yeah, sure. So obviously we're going to hit it hard with the art here, and then we'll see. So Sodor munched on a giant swallow. This creature is giving me the chills. A web-spitting monstrosity made out of stone. I mean, please. This is already very, very horrifying. So, I think here we reached the maximum capacity of this level. I'm not going to force any further bedrooms onto this level. We are rather going to build a new city core somewhere else. Let's see how long it'll take until these bedrooms are all claimed. I'm pretty sure it won't take that long. Well, whatever. We accommodated a couple of more people, so that's a step forward, I'd say. It's always the same thing until you have the 200 people under a roof. It's always a little bit stressful in terms of expansion, but well, it is what it is. There we go. There's more and more routine on my end, that's for sure. And let's say this place, these guys, they now get their reinforcements. So, another animal trainer. Yeah, we have an army of animal trainers. What can I say? But they come already with fighter stats. I can't help it. You guys are just good candidates. I'm not even choosing you on evil intentions or something like that. A pump operator, always a good choice. And let's see, not the miners. A ranger, why not? A ranger seems like a good choice to me. All right. Welcome, everybody. So, of course, the second I bring up new people into the red torches, this has to happen. Of course. Damn it. Well, I was like, there has been so much peace and quiet lately that we can safely afford this, and now we have a dead dwarf baby. Damn it. Ah, well, it is what it is. Can't change it, I guess. But it still does not make me happy at all. So... wait a sec, did Eton die? Why does Eton no longer have an icon? But, you're still around, right? Okay, just double checking. Disappeared people are a little bit sucky. Ah, well, they'll be okay in no time. It's just a freaking tragedy that we lost one of our little ones, but whatever. We can't change it. The troglodytes have made this assault in a very smart manner. The caverns are a dangerous place after all. Kung, a skinless salamander. So, Kung, tier 1? Kung is a tier 1 beast. So, can finally put our contraption to the test. So, step 1 is we are going to seal the fort on this end. Step 2, only this is going to be the only eligible entrance to the fort. And let's follow Kung. Kung disappeared into the depths and the darkness. Alright, so we are here on utmost alarm level. Stupid fools are running around there. So... Alright. Citizens are getting back into town. Good thing is, I see everybody running into the proper direction. Okay, let's see if we can capture Kung. It would be amazing. We can then use the creature captured later on for other purposes. Like releasing it onto other monsters. So here a troglodyte gets into our test chamber. He'll get destroyed by the soldiers in no time. This is very, very terrifying, though. Sodor is still around. Because we can't really lay low or anything right now. Because obviously, this is absolutely deadly if we miss the moment where Kung is entering our premises. But currently Kung doesn't seem to have too much of an interest of entering our base. It's just sitting there on a tree. I hate it when they do that. Because that means we are now pretty much forced to monitor the entrance here permanently. Because otherwise we will just get attacked there. Get destroyed, but we can handle. It's not that much of a horrible situation. Could be much worse. So let's expand it a little bit like that. There we go. And we just stay on the lookout. Because I don't trust this creature the least little bit. It'll eventually swoop down on our fort. I mean, he could also be stuck on the tree, but I don't think that this is the case. Oh crap. This thing is quite annoying, isn't it? But I mean, at least we have now a way to make sure that this creature is not going to get into our base. Nuh-uh. But currently Kung doesn't really seem like it wants to escape its little pole up there. That is really, really bad. Because that means I'm now psychologically tormented by this creature. That occasionally likes to disappear into the shadows. Great. It's like a horror movie where I don't know when the monster will appear. Well done, well done. But I mean, the bright side is I just need to have this on the screen. And when the monster comes, we can just seal it away for good. But if it happens to reappear one more time on that tree, I'll note it off as stuck. For better or for worse. So my friends, that brings us to the end of today's episode. I thank you a lot for watching. We'll see what Kung will, at the end of the day, impose in terms of threats or non-threats. This is really, really driving me up the walls because it's very, very pressuring, alright? Anyways, comments, thumbs up, subscriptions, you know the deal. I'd be very happy to have you. In the description box, there's a playlist link to all the other Dwarf Fortress Let's Play thingies I did. And of course, check out the financial support things, Patreon, PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, all the wonderful ways it means, yep, that thing is stuck. And I thank everybody for supporting the channel, and I thank you for watching this episode again until the very end. Thanks for being around, and have a wonderful day.